Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Feature Friday. My name is Andrew Sandals, and today we're going to be going over Wave.Video and Runway.ML on how to make a really easy and engaging podcast in 5 minutes or even less. So, hopefully everyone's having a great day today. And we're going to get into this really shortly. I just wanted to ask everyone how you're doing, how you feel, and we're going to get right into this really shortly. We're also going to wait a little bit for people to enter, and we'll get started. All right. Maryland, hello, welcome. It is a sunny day here. I'm at the office today. Hopefully everyone's having a great day. And so I'm just gonna wait a minute. Don't mean to make you guys wait, but we're gonna get into this very, very shortly. I'm just gonna wait a few more people to get in, and then I'm gonna start. So, kind of what today's podcast, excuse me, what today's stream is today is going to be about how to use Wave.Video and Runway.ML to create podcasts. Really easy using AI. If you guys are unfamiliar with NotebookML, it's it's one of Google's new AI softwares. What you can do is, well, I'm going to show it off, but what you can do is you can add links and stuff, and it can create audio for you. So I think I've waited enough. We have a few more people in here, and so I think I'm going to get started. All right. If anyone has any questions during this, please just let me know and I'll answer them within a timely manner. Okay, so actually, let's go here. So what we're going to do here is, if you want to follow along with me, what you can do is you can open or make a Notebook LM account. I believe, I'm not even sure, I think it's just automatic with Google. You don't even have to make anything, log in, any of that stuff. You just click a button and it's really easy. So for today, what I want to do, my podcast topic, is when you go to Notebook LM, actually, let's see. If you go here, you're going to say, hey, look, I want a new notebook. I decided to do my podcast topic today about fighter jets. I think they're cool pieces of machinery. But Bali, wow, that's far. Okay, so here I have multiple sources. I got this off the internet. So you're going to pick your topic. I went with fighter jets, and you're going to add them here. I'm going to show you with an example of Wikipedia. So I decided, okay, aerial warfare, whatever. Just a podcast, right? I'm going to copy and paste this link. I'm going to go here to the top left of Runway.ML, of Notebook LM. And here you can add either docs, slides you like, YouTube videos, any text, or links. So like, for example, maybe you want to generate something from ChatGPT and add it for your podcast for whatever reason, or you have your own or you want to have an AI talk about a paper you wrote or some sort of document. So I copied here Wikipedia's link URL. So I'm going to paste it in here in the website URL. I'm going to insert it. So here to the left, it shows an error. That's because I actually already added this earlier before I started the stream. It's right here. And to make it a little more streamlined for you guys. And after you add all your sources, you want to select the ones you want to use. So you can add as many sources as you want, pick and choose how you feel. We're going to go here to the bottom. You're going to go to Notebook Guide here. And what it's going to say is it gives you kind of a summary for everything here. When you select each source, what you can do is you can click Audio Overview. And what it's going to do, it's going to create an AI conversation between two people in a podcast format, which is really great. Notebook LM also has a lot of other features that you can do other than a podcast. But for today, we're going to be going about podcast. Here, the audio overview, you're going to press download, and it's going to give you a .wav file WAV file. So I already did this earlier. I'm not going to spend the time. And, excuse me, I'm going a little quick. Excuse me. So what you're going to do now is you're going to open up Wave.Video. You're going to open up your editor, and I'm going to show you how to make a really easy and simple podcast. So now that you, hopefully I wasn't too quick, but now that you have your editor open in Wave, you're going to go to resize. I decide I want to do a square. You can do normal horizontal if you want, but for today's example of podcast, I'm just going to do a square. It's easy to do and it feels more podcast-like. So I already have the media here. Oh, uploads. I'm going to add this. Oh, I think. Oh, 1 second. I'm actually going to upload this media. Excuse me. I made an error there. It's on my side. If you guys don't follow an issue like that. So, oops. I accidentally added some from earlier. Okay. I did it twice. Excuse me. So, here, as you can hear, it generated an AI podcast for me. It was really easy. See? So, created a podcast with me. I really implore you after the stream to listen to this podcast if you're following along with me or looking at this in the future and just listen to it. It's surprisingly really well done. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna want your podcast. So I want a background, right, for my fighter jet podcast. Let's just call it, I don't know, the jet podcast or the plane podcast, whatever, whatever. I want a good background for this. So I'm gonna go to my stock templates with Wave. I'm gonna search up. Let's just see, fighter. Oh, excuse me. Fighter jet. Here it's gonna pop up a bunch of different images. Probably want something still. Let's see. I don't know. These are a little too. What's if I do fighter plane? Yeah, maybe something like this. It's looming. Great for the podcast. Kind of fun, playful. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna add this here. You can do any image, right? Whatever you feel represents your podcast you're making with whatever topic you like. And so now I have this here, this image of this plane. Oh, this isn't even a fighter jet. Excuse me. Okay. Let's find an actual jet. Here we go. This is perfect. I'm going to add this. Got my stock image of a plane. I'm going to shrink it a bit so I can get this whole thing in here. There we go. Okay. I have this plane. What we're going to do here is I'm going to make sure this image is extended all the way to my podcast, right? I want it to cover the entire length of my AI generated podcast. What we're going to do here is this on its own it's not very interesting or anything like that. So what we're going to do, we're going to add some enhancers. I'm going to add a waveform. What this waveform does, you see it in a lot of podcasts, I bet. We're going to stretch it here, go down. It just adds a little extra visual, especially if you're uploading this to YouTube, maybe clips for your Instagram. You can use AI's video generator trimmer with the trackheads. I talked about that in the previous stream if you're interested. So I kind of want, I don't know, I want red. I like the color red. It's a fun fun color. And we're going to go with glow. Move that up a bit. Maybe I want it to jump around more. You'll see what I mean in a moment by that. Let's see. Let's make the period. So the period is the wavelength, right? Quicker, smaller. What we're going to do here. Another thing to keep in mind is your waveform should snap to your audio. Sometimes it won't. It's not sometimes it won't. It just depends how many audio tracks you're using for your podcast or whatever video. So as you see here, the waveform moves. It gives an interesting visual to my podcast. Oh, looks like we have a chat here. Oh, okay. Questions. Have questions after live? Okay, excuse me. Okay, so here we're gonna go to text, right? I want people to know what this podcast is about. I don't want it to know, like this color red, best horror movies for Halloween. I kind of don't need this black text. I'm gonna go here. Get rid of this. I'm gonna go, So I'm going to go with the Jet podcast. I'm going to center this a bit. I like it turned like that. It's actually, let's make sure these colors are the same with the project colors. And I mean, that's it. Look, I've created an AI. Oh my God, I made a mistake. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Forgot. Let's make sure this text is throughout the entire video. Sorry about that, guys. Another thing. Keep in mind, don't make the same mistake I did. So here, you have the text throughout the entire time. You have a waveform with the AI, and it's just that easy. You use Notebook to create yourself a podcast, input any source you want, your own sources from the internet. One thing you should keep in mind though is that Notebook does not take anything that's paid. So say you actually have one of the, like I know the New York Times is paid. Say you want a New York Times article for some reason, and if you already have a subscription, you can just copy it as text and insert it into Notebook LM. Oh my God, was I okay? Excuse me. I realized my guy was wanted to make sure to do you guys justice. This is what I was changing here with the waveform on the bottom, the glow and the period. I was just blocking. My camera was blocking. Didn't mean to. Didn't mean to block it, guys. So, okay, here we go. So it's that easy. You just insert whatever text source you want into Notebook. You throw it right into Wave. It's literally 5 minutes. It can't get any easier than that. Yeah. So I'm gonna wait a minute for any questions in the chat. And yeah, so super easy. Wave just streamlines the whole process. And no, with AI, I think, I mean, honestly, I think it's so fascinating, like what you're able to do with it nowadays, and having tools like Wave to help you generate content is fantastic, I think. You can also add more parameters to Notebook LM. So, like, you want to promote a product, you can send them a link of a podcast. You could just post this podcast anywhere you feel. Instagram, and you can use the AI video trimmer to create multiple shorts for you. I talked about that in a previous stream. Yeah, I made this the moment Notebook LM dropped. I know, it's so fascinating. It's incredible and easy to do, especially with Wave. Yeah. All right. It's like, yeah, that was that comment there. I made this the moment Notebook LM dropped. Yeah, I mean, AI is incredible, and yeah, being able to use wonderful tools. Even made the cover with AI. See, that's another level of thinking there. You can create it with ChatGPT or anything like that. You could even, I did a previous podcast about virtual backgrounds, but what you can do with that instead is maybe you can even have uh, Runway and ChatGPT generate you some other background or other background for your podcast. Can you please play the podcast? Oh, okay. I wonder. Oh, I wonder if you guys can hear this. I might be the way I'm streaming. All right. Yeah, so it doesn't seem like we have any more questions. So I really appreciate you guys joining me today. Of course, if you're watching this after, or maybe I just ended it a little too early, you can always ask your questions in the comments down. No sound. Oh my God. All right. Let me see if I can fix this for you guys. Uh, mhm. let's see. 1 second, guys. Sorry about this, guys. One moment. Okay, let's see. Here we go. All right. All right. Can you guys hear it now? Let's see. Sorry about this. Took me a moment. Hopefully you guys can hear that. I think it's something with my computer if you guys are still able to hear it. Uh, so, uh, yeah. But I really implore you, sorry about that little hiccup. I really implore you guys to try this for yourself. Might be the volume. Yeah, I think it's just something on my side. Uh, Sorry about that, guys. But again, I really implore you to try this for yourself. It's really easy to do. It literally takes 5 minutes, no exaggeration. But yeah, all right. So I'm gonna end the stream here. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. Hopefully, you have a great rest of your day. Hopefully, you're going to use Wave to make podcasts. It is the best tool to make anything like this or even like that. So, thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you guys later. My name is Andrew Sandals. Bye bye.